This is Jae-Jun Kim from Memory Global Sales and Marketing. In the memory market in the first quarter, demand for AI servers stayed solid, and the recovery of PC and mobile demand also became more visible than initially expected. But for server SSD market, demand remained relatively weak following the previous quarter, as some data center projects were delayed. In this market situation, for DRAM, by expanding our bit shipments focusing on servers, we exceeded the initial guidance by a high single-digit percentage in bit shipments. As a result, our QoQ bit growth increased by a low single-digit. However, HBM sales decreased quarter-on-quarter, caused by impacts of export control on AI chips and deferred demand in anticipation of the upcoming enhanced HBM3 products. For NAND, as server SSD demand weakened, bit growth decreased by about 10% compared to the previous quarter, but we slightly exceeded our bit guidance, which was projected at the previous earnings call, due to additional purchase demand arising from the perceptions that the market price had reached a bottom. Now let's move on to the outlook for the second quarter. In the second quarter, along with a robust demand for AI servers, we have seen a preemptive purchasing activities after the pause on the reciprocal tariffs. Especially since memory inventory for PC and mobile has been normalized earlier than anticipated, because of the stimulated demand, domestic demand in China in the first quarter, we expect the demand to continue its momentum. However, we need to keep monitoring the direct and indirect impacts on demand, which result from additional changes in tariffs policies of major countries. In this circumstance, we continue to operate our business focusing on profitability. For DRAM, we plan to strengthen our position in the high value added market by expanding our initial response to demand for enhanced HBM3 products and operating a product mix focused on high density products for servers. However, from a profitability perspective, we plan to flexibly respond to the demand from PC and mobile segments, where market price increase has been recently observed. For NAND, based on our flexible product mix operation, we plan to focus supply on applications showing signs of recovery and improve cost competitiveness by accelerating the transition to V8 for all applications. Lastly, let me talk about the outlook for the second half of 2025. For server, demand for AI server is forecasted to remain robust in conjunction with the launch of new GPUs, and demand for server SSD is also likely to recover as the previous suspended data center projects resume. For PC, we expect demand to improve due to the discontinuation of Windows 10 services and the arrival of the replacement cycle. Moreover, demand momentum for mobile device is also projected to increase thanks to the spread of AI services and increased content per box. However, as macro uncertainties such as the change of tariff policy continue to expand, demand volatility is expected to be quite high accordingly. In this situation, for DRAM, we plan to continue expanding the transition to 1B nanometer. In addition, in the server market, we will increase sales of our enhanced HBM3E products as well as high density DDR5 module, such as 128 GB and higher. As for the mobile and PC market, in which on-device AI trends are expected to keep spreading, we plan to proactively respond to the high density and high performance trends with our industry-leading 10.7 Gbps LPDDR5X products. For NAND, we will actively address the growing demand for high-performance computing SSDs for AI server by offering a full PCI Gen 5 lineup of both 16 and 8 channels. And in the mobile market, we plan to promote UFS 4.1 products featured with the industry's highest performance. In addition, we will keep strengthening cost competitiveness by accelerating the transition to V8 across all applications. Thank you.
Good morning. This is Hyung Mang-kwon from the System LSI business. In the first quarter, revenue was initially pressured by our sluggish smartphone market and delayed adoption of our flagship SoC at our key customer. Nonetheless, stronger seasonal demand from major customers enabled us to expand the shipment of image sensors and LSI products